day 26, I think, 27, I never know. So I have been absent from doing this for like 3 days, but that's okay. So something I learned today is whenever we get the thing that we want, we automatically up-level our mindset so that it's no longer weird that we have that. Kyle Cease talks about this, and he says if you want something, you're saying I'm not complete without it, I think is what he says, or that thing is separate from me and I want it, because if you didn't want it, you'd already have it. Okay, so I'll put this in less ambiguous terms. Today, I was invited to speak at a women's conference in a few months, and it was completely out of left field, and I was just meditating a minute ago, and I saw that what Kyle said was true. As soon as we get the thing that we want, it's no longer weird that we have it. Our brains are like, oh yeah, no, this is normal now. Like, once we get over, if it's a really huge thing, we get over like, oh my God, I can't believe it. Like, then it sets in, 48 hours later, and you're like, yeah, okay, this is my new normal. It's kind of similar to if you get a, say, brand new Jaguar, and before you just had a Mazda. After you've had the Jaguar for a while, even though you came from just owning a Mazda, you're gonna be looking around and being like, what's another one? I'm trying to think of a more expensive one, but I can't even think of a more expensive one at the second. I don't know cars. But you're gonna be thinking, okay, what's I want to get the next newest one, right? Like, that's kind of the theme of what humans do. So anyway, I noticed that I actually had a hard time getting back into the frame of mind I had this morning, where if someone would have asked me, Carissa, when are you going to start speaking professionally? I'd be like this morning, if someone would have asked me that, I would have said, I'm not really focusing on it right now. I don't really know anyone that would hire me, so I'd have to go out and find it, and I don't think it would be immediately profitable for me to invest my time that way at this moment. So it's just not a priority. And my confidence as a professional speaker, since I have had no experience besides Toastmasters, is low, simply because I've had no experience. So whenever I got this, I had a few hours of, oh my God, I am so grateful and thrilled, and then it just switched. It was like, yeah, I'm doing this now, and it was like my mindset up leveled, and that became my new normal so quick. Honestly, I would have been surprised. Like, this morning, I would say I'd be surprised if I had a speaking gig in 2018 at all. So yes, I'm on the right track apparently, and it's also going to be speaking on the power of self-love, which is my jam, and I could speak for hours and hours and hours, but I'm pretty sure I won't get more than an hour, or even 30 minutes, I don't know. But, so yes, that That was my observation. And then one more. Last night, I was reading something that an older person gave me, like a wise spiritual person, and they gave me a copy of their manuscript of a book they're producing, one in my opinion. And I realized I was in resistance to this person, what they were saying, because it had a, I won't go into the details, but there was a dismal tone that I was putting on it, because this person's talking about change and revolution, and I was putting on a, like, oh, this is gonna be scary, and like, I won't be safe. And so I was putting that on there, and I was in resistance to it. And I realized, after reading someone else's findings about truth, that if it feels bad, it must be a lie. And there's two things I'm thinking about here. First one is, if it feels bad, it might just be me being in resistance to it, and it's something that wants to be healed. Or B, it's not true. 1 and B, yeah. A and B, 1, 2, 3, whatever. B, it's not true. If it's not setting with me right, like there must be something wrong, then it's not true. Because if I'm believing it, how is it serving me if it's making me feel bad? If I believe something differently, if I want to feel better, what is the inverse of that I'm believing? Will it make me feel better? That's probably truth. Now this is really it's a very simple notion, but there's a lot of crap that we've been taught that is not truly how the world works. I've been taught that if something feels bad, it's just you. It's just your perception. That's all on you. That's it. Nothing more. Just get over it. What I'm realizing from an empowered architect in realizing the God in each of us, the creator, is that whatever we believe is actually what comes through to us. Because you'll have this filter, and this is all that we're creating is through what's happening here. What our soul is creating, what our minds, thoughts, feelings. So yeah, it's pretty trippy. And this is like day 27. Thank you.